Hey, hello everyone, wherever you may be. Obviously, I'm here in my office, my study. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. Hope you had a Happy New Year. Speaking of Christmas, one of the gifts I got was this book by Bono of the band U2, sort of his memoir, his life story, 40 songs, one story. And shortly into the book, Bono writes about his conversion to the Christian faith. And it happened when he was a teenager in Dublin, in Ireland. It happened shortly after his mother suddenly and unexpectedly died of an aneurysm when he was 16 years old. And so he writes this in this chapter on his conversion. I just want to read you one paragraph where he writes, "I'd always be first up when there was an altar call. Come to Jesus moment. I still am. If I was in a cafe right now and someone said, 'Stand up if you're ready to give your life to Jesus,' I'd be the first to my feet. I took Jesus with me everywhere, and I still do." So when I read that for the first time, I was kind of struck by it. And as I thought more about it, I was struck by three things. And the first is the centrality of Jesus. In this quote, Jesus is central, like he's always been central for 2,000 years in the Christian faith. Everything points to Jesus, and Bono is pointing to Jesus, the centrality of Jesus. And then secondly, what stood out to me is our need for conversion. And, that's the point of Jesus' coming. He came to seek and save the lost. And he came to help all of us turn our lives around. He came to make a way for us to be reunited with God our Father and our Creator in this process called conversion, where we turn from one way of living our life to the Jesus way of living our life. And Bono is talking about that. And then thirdly, what struck me was the practice of an ongoing relationship with Jesus post-conversion for the rest of our lives. He writes, Bono, he says, "I took Jesus with me everywhere, and I still do." I took Jesus with me everywhere, what started 40 or so some years ago for Bono, and I still do. And so the centrality of Jesus, his unique place in not just Christian history, but human history. And then the need for conversion, to give ourselves to someone much bigger than ourselves who gives meaning and purpose to our lives. And then this ongoing relationship with Jesus. Just like the disciples, they spent a lot of time with Jesus. They walked with Jesus for 3 years. And we spend time with Jesus today still. And we walk with him. He walks with us in our lives. That's what I wanted to briefly share with you as we begin 2023 together. And I pray and hope that 2023 would be a year in which all of us fall more and more in love with Jesus, that will serve him, that will be devoted to him, that will worship him, that will obey him in greater and increasing measures. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you've had a good start to the new year. Until next time, I love you and God bless. Bye-bye.